Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I am on my way to Murphy, Texas, Wiley, Murphy, Texas, both of them. I plan on doing some work today, and we'll see how that goes. Well, maybe I won't say how it goes. I'm going out there, and we'll see. I'll see. Anyway, somebody will see. But yesterday was a pretty good day for me. Actually, it was more of the just a short period of time, about an hour and a half, and I went out there and did some food delivery, and it was good. If I could say what it was, how much it was, I do this for health insurance only, but it also, I kind of like it. It's something to do, and my master's degree is in sociology, so I'm invited to so many people's homes. That's the way I put it in my head. I get invited to so many people's homes, to the front door, but hey. But it's so interesting to see how different houses, how they look. And, but a lot more, if I meet the people, how they are, how they respond. It's kind of interesting all around. The neighborhoods, everything. That would be something that somebody like me might really like to enjoy doing. I had yesterday, it was actually I wasn't supposed to meet this one guy, but his it was supposed to be Leave It door, but the app was going crazy, which I kind of figured out why the app would do that beforehand on another one. And basically it's when, I don't know how many people would have something like this, but when where the people turn into their home, or where they park in front of their homes, or not on the road, the main road, but there's a little road next to it, and the apps just can't stand that. It was gonna have me I had that happen before. It had me going around in circles. I didn't do it too much before I figured it out. I think once, and I said, I get it. Yeah, it's that little road over there, But I had one of those, and when it really doesn't say, it kept telling me just go around, but I didn't. I say, there's got to be a way into over there, and there was. I think that was more of the exit. And I got in, I texted the guy. I didn't know it was a guy, and anyway, he was kind of flirtatious, and I was like, that's weird. I don't really meet hardly any of the people, and hardly ever is it to meet at door. And so it was kind of funny to me. But anyway, overall, yesterday was a good day. It was in an hour and a half, and this is Texas, so we don't get as much. We don't earn as much here in Texas. And we don't pay as much cost of living either. In a lot of places I've seen videos on, online, and they say how much they earn and all, but I know their cost of living is much higher than here, like California and in New York. Those would be much higher overall. And this is Texas. So, but it was $28, $28.88 for an hour and a half. That's not bad here in Texas at all for this kind of thing. So, I think I've made around that much in an hour before, but yesterday there was a pause, like 30 minutes or so in between. So it was still good. Okay, but yeah, I had taken out for that, accounted for that. So my voice is sounding funny today. I woke up real early, and then had a major allergy attack inside the house. That's unusual. Usually waits until I get out in my SUV, outside. But I don't know. I'm going to try something different today. What I kind of learned, it's like I have to learn different things. I started doing this in July, and this is April 4th. And I'm sure it's, Adam says, it's all random. It's all random. I don't believe that it's all random. I believe that quite a bit of it is, but not all. And yeah, I think that, because of that, there can be some begs questions, really begs questions. But I'll talk about that in a separate video. You know, I've seen a lot of conspiracy theories, and some might call them that, but I kind of wonder if it's just experience, you know. Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace, and I am on my way to start a new day. I'm going to start this morning. It's 9:33 right now, and try to do some of these food delivery things. It's not always food early. You know, I do it for health insurance only, healthcare insurance. But anyway, I want to talk about, you know, some people would call them conspiracy theories. Some would call them I would call them, you know, well, I would say that some of the stuff that does happen in this, it begs a lot of questions. They beg a lot of questions because it does seem, you know, something to suspect there's something else going on, or just, you know, for some people it's just that they have suspicious minds, okay, and because of experience, maybe all kinds of reasons for how people see these things. And I mean, I've seen some patterns myself, like, you know, I see more patterns and everything, such as you know, if I'm driving and I have the, you know, either of these apps, I have more than one, whatever app I choose to use, I'm gonna say, like, maybe I'll say like DoorDash, or like Uber Eats, or like Grubhub, or like, you know, there's so many of them. I don't think I could list them all. And I'm kind of curious, like this one would be that some people, you know, like some people would call this, or would say this, because it's suspicious, like I keep saying like now today, watch. But from what I've heard so far, when anybody mentioned it, each state seems to have one that is specifically for that state. And some of my experiences, some of the, maybe, you know, and it can also be more than one, but they seem very similar to others. You know, all of them seem, you know, similar. You can't really reinvent the wheel, or we'd have some square wheels, you know. Triangular wheels, whatever, but really, you get what I'm saying. So they're going to be similar in some way. They really have to be. But some of it is like protocols, or you know, like I had one that, and some of them aren't just for the state, but so I'm not going to say which ones and all that. But I had one that said that I did try the online chat, because there's no other way to contact anybody but except an online chat or leaving a comment. That's really hard to leave. And anyway, it said that somebody would get back to me within so many hours, not minutes, not right away or ASAP, but hours. And another one does the same thing. So if they're busy, why are y'all so busy, huh? But hours, and I'm like, really? Hours? 6 to 8 hours, 6 to 12 hours. You see? So is chat really worth it, or is doing, you know, those that you can call somebody and they're supposed to be support, but they want to put you on hold? You know, let me put you on hold. Let me check it. I'm gonna investigate, and I'll be right back. No, that's our time they're wasting. Okay, but then they're not support anyway. That's what I'm seeing too much. And all these big questions. Why are you really there? You know, if you're not going to be support that's supposed to be support, what's going on there? Why do we have to sit there and waste 30 minutes, if not more, for your support? That's not support. That's not supportive at all. It's not helping at all. You see what I'm saying? Why? So yeah. But like I said, these things, they beg questions. Why is it there? Why do some of the other ones, they don't even have any form. All you got to do is leave a message, and somebody will get back to you when they can. Like, if they do. You know? Which one's worse? And other things make me question, you know, Like, have you read any of these contracts? I mean, really deep, go deep inside, onto their website, and where you can, at least one of them I've seen, you can actually read it. I've read postmodernism, so yeah, I can pretty much read these things, but some of them, they're making it almost impossible for anybody. The average person, I don't know how they would be able to read it. I really don't. Somebody who didn't study, really tough. That's really tough. Postmodern speak, as we called it back then. It's really tough. Bell Hooks, rest in peace, said that it was the language of the educated elite. It's tough. And there's some irony in there too. But anyway, by saying that. But really, and then some of what they say, basically it's like, whoa, wait a minute. You want to know everything about me? I mean, everything about a person. Oh, what's going on there? I don't think I'll be over there. All of it's messed up. Oh well, thought I would go somewhere different today. Oh, to get gas. I need to do that. But anyway, real life happens, Yeah, some of that, when you go in to see what they can know about you and what they can investigate about you, I mean, just because they can, they want to. Or how about the ones that say that they can turn on your phone's microphone and the camera? One would assume, perhaps, maybe, if they're not suspicious. I was going to go there. That would mean something like, in case of an emergency, but it doesn't say that. Yeah. Okay. Where was I? Went and got gas. I just got gas the other day, didn't I? Yeah. I wasted a lot in gas. It's not about the money for me. Like I said, it's about the health insurance, having to prove to the government I can earn a certain amount when I'm doing this for health care reasons, which would prevent me from working. Seriously. Did I mention I live in Texas? Yeah. Prevent me from working much, so I'm not making that much money. Anyway, I try each time to see how far I can go, but I don't know. Well, that I was going to try to get on disability, but because I haven't been working. Did I mention I live in Texas? Because of health reasons. Yeah. Anyway, some things just will never make sense. And that's not a defeatist, it's just fact. Anyway, but was I talking about this? I was talking about this with, that begs these questions. I don't think these questions will be answered. But it's suspicious. Like, years ago, I worked for a corporation, a particular corporation that had questionable practices. I mean, this is nothing new to anybody. I don't think that some corporations have questionable protocols and just all around. It's like, wait a minute now. That just doesn't sound right. Along this line. I was going to go out there, but there's a delivery truck in the way. Anyway, but yeah, it was a corporation, and I had worked for it, and then I couldn't stand the way they treated people, and it was just really bad. But okay, I stopped. Hey everybody, this is Grace, in case I don't add it to the other one. But I've been doing these deliveries this morning. I did one. It's now it's 10:42 a.m. on April 4th, 2024. Let's see if, let's see like as if I'm going to report back. Usually don't. But I had one this morning. I don't know what time I started though. But I didn't think I would get much for breakfast anyway. I just wanted to see if I get early or for lunch, if I'll get any. We'll see. I'll see. But because usually if I go out at noon, that's what happens. Noon. It's just the 12 o'clock p.m. That's it. Noon to 1. Period. Sometimes, but I don't know. Anyway, I did one, and the woman had a whole bunch of, she was a young woman. If she wasn't a teenager, I don't know. But there were a whole bunch of groceries and boxes that were delivered, you know, like from some service, I don't know. And on their nice house, really nice house, but a whole bunch of stuff right there, and plus the kids, I guess it was her kids, bicycles and all that kind of stuff out front. And I don't know. I mean, it took her a little bit to get there, and I sent her a text letting her know I was there and all that. But she just seemed like she was, I don't know if she was a teenager or a young mom, but I kind of wonder. She just seemed a little, you almost hit me, woman. She seemed a little bit frazzled, I guess. Okay, and I probably seemed a little frazzled right there because there was an elderly woman, just like 2 stalls, I'm at Sonic, next to me, I think, and she just backed up and almost hit me, and I'm like, hey, whoa, yeah. But anyway, all this noise here. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to have some breakfast. I haven't eaten today. I have to figure out some better schedule, because eating breakfast really early, even though I wake up really early, it just doesn't seem right. Even if I wake up, you know, I usually wake up somewhere around 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, and I can't eat out anymore, you know, not much. I'm losing my voice, so. Okay, would somebody tell me, who in the United States doesn't know how Sonic works? Okay, you do not park. I could show you, but it would probably show the person's license plate. But who knows that you don't park like you're parking against a curb? Okay, you don't park that way. You park within the stall. But the person over here to the maybe I can show it without. No, I can't, without showing the car, I mean the license plate. But they're parked like that instead of in the stalls. So they're covering 2 stalls. Yeah, 2 stalls, because they're parked in. Yeah, like they're parking up against a curb. I've seen some funny things doing. You know, that's a mild one. I've seen some bad ones. Oh, they left. So, yeah. But really, seriously, when was it? Yesterday, I think. There was a woman, and it was a woman, and she just stopped. Like a while ago, somebody just stopped right there where they were. Just halt, you know. I don't know. That seems to be common, but the woman yesterday did it. Yesterday, the day before, whenever, and I was behind her, and I'm like, really? You know, just stopped. But she had something hanging from her rearview mirror. You know, they used to have the cards for people with disabilities. You know, they park in the disabled spots because of their tags. I don't know if they still do that, but hers wasn't that color, and it was. I'm wondering if it's somebody, if they have something like people who are visitors from another planet, no, another country or something, and that's what they have. I don't know. That's the only thing my brain could think of that it would be, you know, unless it's like where she works, a parking thing. But where she was not in something like that. But of course, she could put it on there, always have it on there, whatever. But I don't know, the way she was driving, she shouldn't be driving. She just didn't seem like she knew how to drive or anything. So, who knows? But anyway, I'm going to try to get busy again. Maybe get some good ones. I've noticed I was making some videos talking about things being suspicious and all. You know, some people have suspicious minds, or it's just suspicious. It's sus. People call it sus. But, be all cool, sus. And, anyway, there's a lot of things that I have noticed myself, and some of it is not really like conspiracy theory. It's just like things you notice. Like I was trying to say this, I was about to, and something happened. I don't know what, but like when I have to be moving in order to get orders unless I'm on that app and then I switch a page. That's what I'm going to call it, turn a page, and get on a different app, and then it'll come through. Or if I'm doing video and I have the another app on, for these deliveries, then I'll get them. But I have to either be moving or that, and I don't think that there's been an exception. Maybe, but maybe. I don't want to lie. Anyway, I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace. It's later in the day. On April 4th, I made a video before this. Probably won't put it on the same channel, but I was talking about, that I'm not much on conspiracy theories, but a lot of what happens with these food deliveries, apps and all that, beg a lot of questions and makes it, I liked today, I was making that video on it. This I hadn't really seen, but I hadn't really looked. If I see packages come up, I just don't even look. Well, today I did. I've done it once or twice before, but today I did, and I realized these packages, I'm doing air quotes, like it would say something like 1 to 8 packages. Okay, 1 to 8? You don't know how many? And these packages were actually from a grocery store. So just think, what are they trying to do? We're gonna make some money, but that one was for $11, and there was one later on. It was $2.68, I think, and it was the same kind of packages. But I don't know which store it was, if it was a store. But I seldom ever see them, and all of a sudden at lunchtime, boom, 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 I was being hit with these. And what I was saying was, what are they thinking? The store, did they figure out, hey, we just call them packages and we'll have these groceries delivered? We start our own new thing, and, I don't know how any of that would work. But then the next one, $2.68, so they're not going to even give a tip for packages. And like I said, it was something like 1 to 8. And they're like, they don't know how many they have. It's all too money grubbing, these, and please don't say, oh, she's stupid. My master's degree is in sociology. I get it. Believe me, I get it. But it's just so sickening to see so much greed, so we're just gonna make it difficult for the driver, the delivery drivers, and we'll pay them crap. But yesterday, for dinner, the dinner run, I did pretty good. Okay, and I was feeling good. I said, maybe things are changing, again. Because I started doing this in the end of July of last year, and it was doing pretty good, so I thought. Then I saw what they did to the taxes and all. They put taxes and all this other stuff. This one did. The other one, I know they took one of my deposits off, and the other one, it said I hadn't used that one, except it said I had, I think, 4 deliveries, but I only had 2 or 3. 3 show up. So, anyway, I did really, but last year still, when we went out, Adam went with me when I first started, so, I learned the ropes, and he could tell me how it shows up and all, and safety reasons. Okay. And it seemed like we were doing, I say we, but it was me. I was doing so many things, so much of it, and making, earning some really good money. And when I didn't really look. I didn't go back and see. And for me, it's not about the money. It's getting health insurance, affordable health insurance, and I have to prove that I make a certain amount of money, and I don't. I'm a homemaker. Anyway, doing these, and I had to laugh. I said, is that all that I really earned in that time doing so much work? Really? I don't even think it was $2,500, really, seriously. From the end of July to the end of the year. I think November and December, it was just not much for me, especially so. Anyway, I seem to be earning in a month what I should be making in a week. I have to laugh too. But I'm out there almost every day, and quite a bit. Like yesterday, I was real happy. I had about an hour and a half, and I made $28.88. And that seemed good for Texas. You know, we heard the cost of living is a lot cheaper in many places, and so it was pretty good overall. And then today, for an hour, it was $8, exactly $8. 2 orders, a total of $8. I took those because I was just sitting there doing absolutely nothing for so long, and you know, I figure I might as well do this. And you know, that hope that if you do this, then they're going to give you some other ones. Both times, no. I had moved from one place to another, and I don't even know how long it was that I was out there. Okay, that bag is going to be annoying. Okay, don't come and hit me, bag. You know, I actually have 2, I think I made them videos of, yeah. I have 2 videos of just recently, what was it, maybe within a month ago, of the second time this has happened to me since in like 20 years, all together, was one of those plastic shopping bags wrapped around my muffler. Adam couldn't believe it. He had to come down there because I can't touch the ground with my knees because I busted them pretty bad back in 2017, both of them, and fell again in 2020 on one of them, re-injured it. But anyway, he came down there and he just luckily I'd taken videos, like I said. Boy, let me get this out. Videos, like I said, and because the bag was gone by then, and I showed it to him on video. He goes, I can't believe it. He still couldn't believe what he saw. I mean, he did believe it. Yeah, it was so surprising because he never believed me on my first. Nah, that didn't happen. So it did. And the person who found it was one of those mechanics that I thought I was doing an oil change and they lifted it up, but whatever it was, yeah, they found it, and that was back in, hey, I meant 2004, I think, somewhere around there. So, or after, I don't know. Oh boy. Anyway, but I'm kind of getting so discouraged, and I did already look up health insurance that wasn't through that. So I thought through the marketplace, the government, and there's some that I wouldn't have to as far as I know, I wouldn't have to report to them that I'm actually earning this money. And Adam said, you know, the money isn't the issue, so we could, you know, I could get it and all that, but the money isn't the issue. But it's the deductible. It's not almost $10,000, the out-of-pocket deductible, and they divide them into 2, and I don't know if that's like $18,000 deductible, seriously, per year. And each month, some of them start off at, this is the first time I've seen it, well, one of them start off at 400 and something, but that was just for hospital. Okay, I've never seen it divided like that before. But the other ones were like 6,000 and something a month. Okay, out of pocket. And it's just like, this is all such a ripoff. Did I mention I live in Texas? Yeah, think about that. And I am actually listed, and have been since I was young, as a person with an American with disabilities. I've never been on disability. I've never gotten Medicaid, any of that kind of thing. Never. So, okay, but I didn't mention that I live in Texas. The politics does not represent my views at all. I'm an independent. So, wow, just disgusting how, it's just disgusting, seriously disgusting. But anyway, at any rate, I don't like that when people say, at any rate. I don't know why the expression is also disgusting. I don't know, I'm not feeling very great. I was actually feeling pretty bad. When I went home, I was tired and fell asleep a little bit, and I felt like I was dying. I've had that feeling way too much lately, like I'm asleep, and it's a nightmare or whatever. But it's that I'm not. My body hurts for whatever reason. I don't know. I just feel like I'm in my sleep. The dream, nightmare, whatever. I'm saying I'm dying. Wake up, get up. And yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I had one that I had blood on my left fingernails on 2 of my fingers. And as I was waking up, I'm saying, where did this come from? As I was waking up. And the more I woke up, okay, you're not going to be able to turn. The more that I woke up, it disappeared. Never in my life, never have I ever had any kind of dream like that. Ever. So I'm like, what is up with this? Maybe it's a new diet. I put myself on. Yay, we can go. So let's go. Everybody else can go. But anyway. I'm just disgusted with it. I'm disgusted with what they're wanting to pay. I've had orders, and I'm not saying which one, and I purposely don't say. But, they're like, I'm just going to start saying like, the ones people know. I don't want to really say any, I'm not saying it isn't them. I'm not saying it is. Like DoorDash, Uber Eats, these kind. And the smaller ones, and the local ones, and whatever it is, yeah. There has to be a jerk following in a this place, following, tailgating. I live in a place where people tailgate everybody. It's so disgusting. It really is. And I wave at them as I pass them by. Like the ones that go weaving in and out of traffic, not just me, in and out of traffic. Whenever I pass them by at the light, I wave at them. Adam thinks it's hilarious. But I do, because like I tell them, I said, they're so busy trying to get around everybody. And then when you get to the light, it's often, almost always, I've seen it that way. Seriously. I'm waving as I pass them by. But there's always somebody also tailgating somebody. Not always me. But anyway, all that kind of stuff, to do these deliveries, I got to put up with a lot of that kind of crap. Not put up with, I'm not exactly the type that puts up with everything. But I let my opinions know. I've never used my horn so much. Actually, I really haven't used the horn that much. But I'll actually do something like show them how that they have 3 cars between them at a turning signal because they're texting. And let them know there's 3 cars between them and the person in front of them, and this is a turning lane, and the people are backed up in the lane that I'm in because I'm sitting next to them, because they're sitting there texting somebody. It happens so much that people are texting. Not kidding. So, but anyway, all that kind of stuff, and then they want to pay. Some of these want to pay. I'm gonna get back to this. Like, I saw one was $2 and something to go something like 20 miles. Are they freaking out of their minds? Did they program the AI this way? Adam, he's an electrical engineer, and plus he does, I don't even know what to call it. Programming? He's an electrical engineer and programs and all that stuff. He's way up there he works remotely from home. And sometimes he goes with me just to get out of the house. So, but anyway, he says it's all random. And I'm like, I believe that some of it is, but I don't believe all of it is. My degrees are in psychology and sociology. And sociology, a lot of, it would be like research and stuff and all that. It's been so long that I've used it. But no, I don't think it's all random. I think, the AIs are programmed, but can be programmed to, I start off as a math and computer science major, by the way, but they can be programmed for certain things, they see this and they learn. And that's why I say I don't like taking those little ones, because then it's like that's all they're going to give me, or they're going to give me really bad ones. Some of them are so awful, unbelievably awful. Like I said, Sometimes it's $2. I've never seen, I don't think, under $2. But one time they had one of them had a promotion, and the promotion, they took that amount out of my fare, F-A-R-E, and it made it was some ridiculous number, but they took it out of there, and it was like $1 something. That's what, and I'm like, this is such a ripoff. You're gonna give us a bonus, but then you're gonna take it out of that at the same time? Really? That's not a bonus. Wow. Or if you take more than one, see, I don't do the 2 at a time or 2 or 3 or whatever. I don't do those. But then they take the fare away from you for the second one, and I guess the third one too. Yeah, they keep that themselves. I wonder why they do that. It's greed. In my view, this is greed. It's just simple greed. And we can screw, the delivery drivers. There's a new sucker born every day. But I have to do it for health insurance. It's the only thing I can do, oddly enough, because of my health. I'm getting health insurance by doing this, by proving that I can make some, which I can't prove. And the health condition I have is one that's causing me not to be able to work. Like, I would have to work just basically about all day long. Okay, yeah, at least about 10 hours a day. I'd have to be out there in order to make, if I'm working a week, I would have to have a day or 2 off. Yeah. With also the weather. The weather's a factor. We've recently had really high winds. I drive an SUV, and the wind kept blowing me off the road. A couple of days ago, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, and not blowing me off the road, but blowing me around on the road. I did 2 that day and went home after that, because I did one and then I picked up another one. The gusts were so bad, and so after that second one, I went home because that's when it started. Nope, not doing it. And you can't work when you're. And plus, there's something around here, and like I was saying that this about being suspicious, and I've mentioned this before in videos, that today I noticed, I think 2. This is Texas, okay, north of Dallas, the suburbs north of Dallas, and northeast of Dallas. I usually do all these, and people basically they drive SUVs, trucks, and sometimes minivans, but seldom ever cars. This is Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. Everybody likes things bigger in Texas. That's a saying, but it's not that many cars. Just cars on the road. Like I said, well, there's some vans and stuff like that, but it's usually something big. But so it's suspicious to me. More than one reason it's suspicious to me when I see a lot of silver gray cars, and the people are doing something on the app that's connected like mine to the air vent. Yeah, in the same place, and I see them.